This video is sponsored by the marketplace powered by Trader Central. So recently launched, the marketplace is a town square for traders to make a living out of the ecosystem. Currently, Havana is accessible, a digital playground where you play to earn tokens which can be used for discounts on your funding plan or purchase packs to fast track your challenge. Go to the link in the description box below and access the marketplace. Yeah, what's good? It's your boy Vussy Max back with another banger. You already know what's going on, man. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future drops. You understand? Follow your boy on Instagram too. I'm a little active on there. You know what I'm saying? I try to drop some content now and then. If you want to catch up with your boy, go and do that. You feel me? So in today's video, we're going to talk about something that's very important to understand, and that's the overall structure of the NAS 100 or the Nasdaq, right? So this also applies to things like US 500. It also kind of applies to US 30, if you know what I'm saying, you want to go deep with it like that. But yeah, in today's video, we're basically talking about NAS 100 and how the overall structure is as of right now. You understand? There's a lot of people that might have been profitable last year, but like finding it hard to make the same amount of money they were making like now in the current times. You understand? So I'm gonna go through reasons why that might be happening to you if it is, because from my personal experience, I've also had to make changes this year to you know, say not really change my strategy, but I've had to make minor tweaks there and there, you know what I'm saying, so that, you know, we can stay afloat, so we can keep making the money and stuff like that, right? So before you take too much of your time, fam, let's go into it. Let's go to the charts, fam. Let's go to the charts. I feel like this is a very important video. You understand? It's a very important video in the building. Like for real. So I'm gonna highlight basically what's going on and the whole timing of this thing. This is not gonna be a forecast into what's going on, into what will be going on next week. Basically is what I'm saying. I just wanna talk about the structure and what's going on with NAS 100. You understand? So this line that you're seeing here, it was drawn when I drew it the date of the line of this line that you're seeing there, it was 22nd of November. You understand? 2021. Now in 2022, on the basically today's the 13th of August, so it's been about 9 months. You understand? So I want to let you guys know what's going on with this structure, and there's a reason why I'm making this video. You understand? But you will understand, you will get the full picture once I'm done analyzing the structure. You understand? So as you can see, if I'm zooming out, right? I'm zooming out because there's a couple of key things that you need to understand about this structure, right? So I'm gonna start on at this level here, right? I'm on the daily time frame. That's 100 daily time frame. You understand? This was the March when 8, basically 20th February in the building, 20th of Feb, right? 20th of Feb. So this drop that you're seeing here, this was when basically, like, we got into the pandemic. Everybody remembers that. It was a terrible time. So this drop that you see there was due to that fundamental. It was big fundamental. So the next one started going bearish, as you can see, like it dropped big time, heavy. So prior to that, the structure has been in an uptrend for the most part, since 2019. This is 2019. Like, so I'm gonna go back, and the further back I go, you can see like this has been like uptrend ever since here is 2012, right? So this is all gonna make sense. Just be a little patient with me. It's all gonna make sense. I want to show you guys something, man. So we're in 2010 right now. Well, 2000 and thing. Let's say from 2009, basically, because there was an economic or financial crash on the thing, or economic recession or financial recession around 2009, which is 2008, 2009. Which is the drop that you're gonna see here, but it wasn't that prevalent in comparison to what happened with the pandemic. because as you can see, where is that? You see this level, like, well, not this level, but this region here. You see this drop. It wasn't that fatal to people's investments and stuff like that. But look at this one now. See how deadly this one was. Yeah. So that was basically the pandemic. But basically, the reason I'm showing you this whole structure, I'm showing you that, like, for the longest time, this market has been in an uptrend. And if you're watching this, chances are you started trading after 2009, right? Unless like you some veteran nigga that's been trading since the 90s, then you are the exception. But the general people who are like trading now started trading after 2009. You understand? It's a very select few people that I know who were trading before that. So this market has been in an uptrend, right? Fam. Hold on. Before we proceed, listen, man. We got the lifetime signals and mentorship, right? As you can see, lifetime signals and mentorship at $60 or 900 South African rands. You can do translations to other countries and stuff like that. This is lifetime signals and mentorship. We focus on indices. That's the NAS 100, US 30, and US 500. Sometimes German 30, but rarely. But also currencies, right? I know previously we didn't talk about currencies, but here we also still trade currencies. You understand? So this is lifetime. You understand? If you want to know more about that, just go to the public Telegram link is in the description box below, and the pinned comment. Public Telegram, all the details are in there. You understand? But then up until November, 22nd of November, you understand, up until then we started to see this market like dropping heavy. You understand? Well, it wasn't just about the drop. Because now, if I can, let me expand this chart so we can go deeper into it. And what I want to do is I want to clone this. I want to compare the drop that we've had here and this one, just to show you how small it is. You see now our trading view. Okay, so the market started dropping here. So you see, it's basically probably twice the drop that we had in the pandemic. Because this was the pandemic, the shock after like the pandemic thing was officially announced. This is the drop that we had here that you can see. So you see, ever since November, the market dropped way heavier than it did here, and way heavier than it did in back in 2009. You understand? So the difference is this was a drop. This is now a downtrend. You understand? So for a lot of people, like, we were trading a downtrend for the first time. Well, not like downtrend for the first time, like generally speaking in terms of trading everything, but I'm talking about like in terms of indices, right? Because for the most part, indices have been like these instruments that are good for generating money and stuff like that, right? Like we can flip accounts, the volatility is there and everything, but it was so easy to make money because the general trajectory of the market was an uptrend. And this went on for years and years and years and years and years. Millionaires were made and stuff like that. But then now, the market is in a downtrend. And for like a lot of people, it's our first time trading basically for everyone. It's the first time trading Nasdaq in a downtrend. You understand? So even though you might be able to trade downtrends in like Forex and stuff like that or other markets, like these markets don't act the same. You understand? They don't behave the same in downtrends. Like the market makers from the stop hands, there's like a lot of factors you need to put into consideration when you're trading this, right? So basically your guideline, what you need to understand or what you need to make sure your chart has at this moment is this two line. Well, basically I would advise that you also have this line so you can see where the market started to shift, because before this downtrend that you're seeing here, the market moved sideways at first. So I'm just gonna remove this one. So the market moved sideways at this zone, as you can see, before eventually dropping. So we had a range there. Where's my toolbox now? Where's the tools? Okay, so we had a range here, and also one might argue like basically the line was there, but yeah, nonetheless, you understand what I'm saying. So there was a false breakout there, and then the market started dropping. So basically, this is the structure that we've managed to eventually like find throughout this downtrend, right? And this is ever since December 29. This was 29 December basically, up until like now. So it's been like 8 months deep into this structure. So when I tell you some structures, like, or some structures for you to trade them like that, like it doesn't mean just because you analyze, you're gonna analyze now and analyze tomorrow and analyze the day after. Sometimes like knowing how a structure is on the long term is the most important thing, because then now you can just analyze for like intraday moves and stuff like that. But at the back of your mind, you already know where this market is going. That's the importance of like knowing the structure. You understand? So to give you an example, I'll show you the structure that played off during this uptrend, right? And in tomorrow's video, I'm gonna show you how to analyze this basically, so you can, have the same setup. But now I'm just showing you the downtrend that we have, right? So I might have to full screen here, but let's see. I can still remember the structure like it was yesterday, because this was the drop, and I remember from this drop, like you couldn't draw any trend line because it would get violated by this lows and higher lows there. And to give you an example, I'm gonna do it like this. You see, if you draw it like this, it's being violated. If you draw it like this, it's being violated. But there is a structure that we eventually managed to find, and that structure. And even if you can go to like my oldest videos and look at my NAS 100 analysis, you will see the structure was basically the same way I'm telling you now, like the way I analyzed it. So the structure that we had, it was like this one, right? The trend line that we had was this one, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me just put it there. I don't want it to interfere with what's going on there. And then, well, I wasn't really relying on trend lines at the trend line at the top, but I think I was more relying on this trend line here, because it was the one which was holding the price basically. Understand? So as you can see, there was also this line here, this trend line here, and then the market moved sideways and then it started dropping again. So it is a beautiful structure, but you just need to understand what is going on. You understand? Because the trend line at the bottom was like basically more powerful than the one at the top, which is why I was relying on it. Because this basically made contact 1, 2, 3 times only. The fourth time it was violated. But you see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. You understand? So just having it here, we had this high, we had this high, and we had this high. If you can go to our public telegram, you will see that all the results are there from even last year. Everything is there, so go check it out. So basically, yeah, it's the same rule. I was basically expecting the market to respect the structure, well, the trend line here. Let me remove a lot of these things, because they already did play out since the past video or the previous video. Let me just clear these things, because they did play out. So the thing now is, this structure wasn't respected. Well, the trend line wasn't respected, because you're supposed to hold, because it's 1, 2, 3. But then now at 3 rejected, and then it broke out. So now, to find out what's gonna happen, or to find out how we're gonna forecast this one for the next trading week, you need to wait for the next video I'm gonna drop, which is gonna be tomorrow. Alright. From so it's your boy Vussy Max. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I feel like today's one was a little bit important, and I said I had to, like, if I'm dropping on a Saturday, you must know it's serious. You understand? So I hope you guys like the content. Thanks for watching. If you're still watching till this far, man, there's so much I can thank you guys for. We just reached 32k. I think that's 1 or 32. I'm not even sure, but I appreciate it so much. I feel like just yesterday I was at like 500 subscribers, and then now we're like 2 deep. So I won't disappoint you. I'm gonna keep dropping the content. You know, it's your boy, man. Peace out.